Yine 150 bin lira size o uzman kişi var ya yabancı yine 150
Hi, I'm in Istanbul Airport, the world's best airport in 2024, according to their banner. Anyway, so this airport is really huge, and I was kind of like surprised when I entered the terminal because there's already a security check-in. So that's kind of like new to me for an international airport, well, except for the Philippines, but this one is kind of like new. So I'm 6 hours early for my flight, but I purposely went here this early because I wanted to explore this huge airport. This airport is really huge, but it comes with a huge price as well. Apparently the Wi-Fi here is not free. Well, technically it's free for just an hour, but if you want to have an access of like 24 hours of Wi-Fi, you need to pay €9.50. For 2-hour access, it's like €6.50. So obviously you just have to pay €9.50 because it's a 24-hour access. But in other airports that are like one of the top airports in the world, they offer free Wi-Fi for the rest of your stay. Now back to the Wi-Fi, I'm not really sure if you can just go to the Wi-Fi kiosk and get another access, but I think you need to scan your passport. So this is only like a one-time use. I don't know. So if you have noticed during my trip here in Istanbul, there's like a lot of Turkish flags on display. Well, apparently they're celebrating the Centennial Independence Day. Fun. So I got my boarding pass to Dubai, but I'm still early for my flight, so there's no gate assignment yet. But which kind of like makes sense because my departure time is like 7 p.m. But still, I have a lot of time to kill here at Istanbul Airport. So let's see what this airport has to offer. Okay, it kind of like makes sense to me right now because the reason why the security check-in is at the entrance of the terminal is because behind me is the immigration. So there's no partition. This airport is kind of like weird for me in a sense that the layout is very straightforward. Apparently I was wrong. So there are two security checks here in Istanbul Airport. One before the entrance or after the entrance of the terminal, and one after the immigration check. The queue wasn't really crazy compared to like Manila. Like you had to wait for 40 minutes at the immigration alone. But right now we're looking for some place to eat because I haven't had any lunch yet or even breakfast. And this terminal is giving. This is where the difference between Changi Airport and Istanbul Airport begins. So this is the departure gate, and that's actually my gate back to Dubai. And this one is the arrival passengers. They're at the higher level, and it goes all the way down to the immigration for the arrival and departures. Well, I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I still prefer Changi Airport when it comes to transiting, but Istanbul Airport is something. I like the layout of the terminal because it is giving me an aesthetic vibes. Unlike Dubai Airport, it's just one straight terminal. I know a lot of people would hate me for saying this, but I'm not really a fan of Dubai Airport. And Istanbul Airport is becoming a popular transit airport as well because Turkish Airlines is planning to dominate the airline industry. You know, they're like in the middle of the planet. That's why the connectivity from Istanbul is way better. So if you're flying Turkish Airlines, you have a good airport here in Istanbul. One thing that I'm very particular about an airport is how noisy it gets. Now, Istanbul Airport is a quiet airport, same as Changi Airport. You will never hear any announcements from every boarding gate, unlike Manila or even Dubai Airport, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Manila Airport is a good example of how noisy that airport is. You know, every boarding gate, they have this announcement, and it's getting on my nerves just recently. It's very annoying, but I can't blame them. So when you're in Istanbul Airport, you're on your own. Like, it's your responsibility to know your gates, but everything is like covered. I mean, there's like a lot of TVs, monitors around, and even your app, they make some announcements on where to go. So I guess this is the end of my Istanbul tour. I'm going to my boarding gate now, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two about this tour around the new Istanbul Airport. And hope to see you again in my next travel.